Podcast time. Yes, it's podcast time again. Hello, darlings. This is Mars. I'm coming to you from my home in sunny South Florida, and I welcome you to the Hey BrownBerry Podcast. You will notice that the background and scenery where I record is hardly ever the same. So, welcome to this Makers Podcast. Here we celebrate making and the connections that can be made through making. I have a few things I wanted to share with you, so I thought I'd record an episode. Here we go. Hello, friends. It's me from the future. I wanted to kind of set up what's happening here. What you're about to witness is a podcast in parts. If this is your first time visiting the Hey BrownBerry Podcast, welcome. I want to let you know that this is not a conventional episode for me. And if you're a returning viewer of the podcast, thank you. I am presenting this podcast in parts. This podcast, episode 43, almost didn't happen. Life isn't perfect, and neither is podcasting. Here I am, same car, different day, recording to let you know that what you're going to see are parts of a podcast that were meant to be presented as one episode. Due to some technical difficulties and unexpected issues, I was not able to put this podcast all together in one neat little package. So, I'm going to use the philosophy of a beautiful mini skein and present the podcast to you in small parts. Each part will be labeled with a number so that you can follow the podcast in sequence. The things that I talk about in this episode were so important to me that I reached out to some online friends about how I could possibly rescue this from the problems I was having getting it uploaded. And they suggested that perhaps a few smaller bits and bytes of an episode would be better than no episode at all. I hope you enjoy it, and come along with me on this adventurous ride of doing things a little bit differently than usual. Enjoy the snippets of the episode. Feel free to comment on any one of the parts according to what you see in the piece that you're watching. I'm just glad that you're here. All right, so here's part one.